Good morning from Milano. I hope that by now you are settled, as I am, into the year-end ease. I've always loved the last week of December and the first week of January because it's always been a time of year when I do things a little bit differently. I stay up later than usual, I sleep in later than usual, I'm more open to spontaneity, and it seems that there's always something serendipitous that happens during that period. And then as the days pass, I settle into closing out the year administratively and emotionally, and I start thinking about the new year. I'm loving the fact that it's only December 27th, and I have all these days ahead of me to find my groove. You may have noticed that I did not open with "It's Wednesday, and Wednesdays we ask questions." That's because, personally, I'm a little bit tired of it. I invented that segment because I thought it would be a way to make recording while I'm on the road a little bit easier, and in fact, it has done so, but I'm ready to let it go for right now. If you know anything about me, you know that I love questions, and of course, questions will always be sprinkled in, but let's just say that I'm gonna take it back to its more organic state. I've always said that I want to be experimental with Dear Constance. I want to try things on for size. I want to push myself here and there. And I don't want to be afraid of changing my mind or shaking things up. So that's that. Given that today is the last Wednesday of the year, it's a perfect time to end the segment. And here's the question I'd like to end with. In this moment, what is it that you fear most? It's funny, when I decided to offer that question, the follow-up was going to be, what is that thing on the back burner or in the proverbial desk drawer that you're ready to pull out and take a look at? I do think that's an important way to think of this question. What do you fear most? Like, what is it that's calling you? What is it that you're avoiding? What is that dream in the desk drawer? Yet, I'd also like to think of it this way. When I say, what is it that you fear most? It could be simply, what is it that's weighing on your heart? And how might you reframe that or simply consider it from a different angle? I recently had a long conversation with a dear friend of mine, and she was sharing with me a personal situation, a very personal conundrum she's in. And I think if she had to answer that question, what is it that you fear most right now? I think the answer would be to trust that things are going to work out, to trust that it's not all up to her to make the right decision. Sometimes we feel that when our back is up against the wall, we have to make a decision. And sometimes the decision is simply to sit and look at it and ask yourself, hmm, why is this happening? What is this about? Get curious about it. And actually, sometimes the decision is simply to trust. I know that that is easier said than done. And I'm offering that simply as a way of saying that perhaps there are multiple ways to look at this question. What is it that I fear most right now? So I'll end by saying again, what is it that you fear most right now? How might you reframe that fear you're living with? How might you open the door to other possibilities? And if you're thinking about it from a personal perspective, what is in that proverbial desk drawer? What will it take for you to open that drawer and to move towards something that's calling your heart? I'll leave you with that today. Until next time, from my heart to yours.